everybody, it's Lala. I am back and all over the place. Look at my hair is just ugh. Anyway, I had an opportunity to get off of work and take care of some business, and I had some time left over, so I wanted to get my first True Blood review out. This is the final season, True Blood season 7 premiere that I'm going to be talking about with you guys. I missed you so much. I know. Where have I been? Yes, I'm alive. It was really sweet to get messages from you guys and, just comments and stuff asking me where I was and where my videos are. That made me feel really good. I've been going through hell, okay, in my life, in my personal life, and I just had the time. I would just say like, okay, I'm gonna do it, and then I'd be like, fuck it, I'm too tired, or I just don't feel like it, or I hate everybody. I don't know, whatever. But there was always a reason for me not to do it. So somebody did reach out to me, a couple people actually, and was just like, I hope I get to see you when True Blood comes back. And I'm just like, you know what? That's going to be the thing that gets me back in front of this little cheesy, low budget laptop so I can talk to my family. So Lala is back. Yay! Okay, now, True Blood. You know how my videos are. Unedited. It just is what it is. Probably long as all hell. If I didn't take any notes this time. I didn't have time. I was working, and my teenager is working. He's got a summer job now. My baby's in camp, so we get home like super late. And where I work, I have like no downtime whatsoever, so I didn't get to take notes. I'm gonna go off of my memory, which hasn't been very good lately. So if I miss anything, put it in the comments below. I appreciate it. Don't tear me a new one. It'll get better with time. Okay, I haven't done this in so long, but it'll get better. Okay, so we start where we left off on the season 6 finale with the vampire human mixer that Sam and Bill had put together. Sam is the mayor now because they skipped ahead like 6 months or whatever. Sam is the mayor, and Bill is all reformed and stuff, no longer Billeth. So he's got a lot of kissing to do because he messed up royally. And they're having this mixer where, they put like every human with a vampire because this whole Hep V thing is just blown out of control. It's like, it's what I keep hearing people say. It's widespread, and there are all of these Hep V vampires running around like a bunch of savages and stuff. Very zombie-like, just attacking people and everything. And the healthy vampires are basically the only way to keep people safe. But the healthy vampires have to be very careful with whose blood they drink, because there are a lot of Hep V infected humans too. So the mixer was put together. Excuse the glare of my glasses, y'all. I can't just be like, so hey everybody, I'm gonna keep my head down like this. But the mixer was basically to give the vampires a clean food supply and also help the humans have protection. At the mixer, everything is kind of going okay, and then this swarm of Hep V vampires show up, and just, it's all like the whole time. You see how crazy that looks? That's how it was watching it. I didn't know what the fuck was going on. I saw Nicole, Sam's boo thing, who's all big and pregnant. I saw her get snatched. I wasn't really sure who else got snatched because there was so much going on. I saw a little bit of Sookie's light, but it was just kind of like, whoop, up, and there one of them. Then Tara and that damn Letty Mae, or whatever the fuck her name is, talk about, Tara's like, yo mom, we gotta get out of here. Letty's like, no, they gonna kill us. Like, yes bitch, that's why we got to go. Tara, some Hep V dude came up behind Tara. She was kicking his ass. Everything else is happening, and then somebody whistles from like far away, and all the Hep V vampires just stop and bounce. Like, they got a master or a leader or some shit. Like, what the fuck? So they leave and everybody's just like, there are dead people and dead vampires everywhere, pools of blood and stuff. What's Jason's vampire boo thing's name? Is it like Violet or something? She was going crazy. She like staked the vampire, like they was getting them, and she just like fucked them up. Like, that's my man. But anyway, so they take everybody who's left after the aftermath into Bellefleurs, what used to be Merlotte's, but now it's Bellefleurs, to, you know, kind of collect themselves and everything. Andy wasn't there, of course, because he stayed home in protest, because he wasn't, you know, Bill ain't exactly his favorite person. Vampires aren't his favorite type of creatures, if you will. As they're people, I don't know, whatever. Because, you know, they killed Jessica killed all his fairy daughters, all except for one. Like, drank the girls dry, and all that's left now is Adeline or whatever. So Andy is just not really here for them. But Jason called Andy, was like, yo, like, we were at the mixer, the Hep V vampires just, that was all, the Hep V vampires just came and attacked everybody, and they took Holly and Arlene and the goofy cop guy. Talk about no fucking way. His accent. Anyway, so Andy was like, alright, I'm out. Bill went to help Andy. Not really remembering how Bill got to Andy, but whatever. Andy left. Adeline at home. Jessica was outside because, you know, she swore to protect them, even though they don't want her help because, you know, she's on their shit list. But he was just like, you know, to Adeline, like, I gotta go, stay in the house, don't invite Jessica in, whatever you do. You know Adeline's not gonna listen because that's not her strong suit. But anyway, he goes with Bill, and they're gonna go find like any abandoned factories or any places that doesn't have any windows or whatever, because the vampires like to nest, blah blah blah. Okay, spent enough time on that part. Jason is going with his little vampire boo thing, V or something like that. Excuse my phone, y'all. Violet. I really think her name is Violet. Is it Violet? I heard somebody call her Victoria. I don't know. Maybe I should just watch the episode. And I'm being very rude. I'm so sorry. There's somebody at my job that actually like likes me. I don't know. It's so weird. And I haven't been talking to people lately, so I'm like really awkward and stuff. But he's such a sweetie pie. And yeah. So I just have to answer, and then I can get back to my video. Okay, so Jason and his boo thing, they go looking for vampires. They go to one place. I don't know what the places were. I can't remember. It was nighttime. I was sleepy. Bear with me. And they run into this Scooby-Doo mystery gang group of people made up of the dude Vince, who ran against Sam for mayor and lost, obviously, because Sam is mayor, and like a couple other random, it's like 4 or 5 people, whatever, just run around with sticks and guns. Like, please kill them motherfuckers, because that just sounds annoying. But oh yeah, and Vince, he actually saw, after the whole you know, massacre or whatever with the Hep V vampires and stuff at the mixer, Sam turned into a dog to go off and try to catch the scent of the vampires, because they took his baby mama. And Alcide, he turned into a wolf right quick and went after him. So when they came back, the guy Vince, who ran against Sam or whatever, saw Sam. Like, you got a crowded restaurant filled with people, and you just walk up to the door and just turn into a human from a dog, just shift right on back, butt booty naked and everything, and just walk on in. And yes, Vince saw him turn from a dog into a man. He was a dog, and now he's a man. Dog, man. Yeah, something ain't right. So Vince walked up to him and was like, you're a dog. And Sam was like, Colm say what? You know, and then, and Sam is I just don't understand why he makes the dumbass decisions he makes. Because he could have easily took advantage of the situation and been like, dude, a lot has happened. You're not in the right frame of mind. You may have thought you seen a dog, but you know, we got vampires running around. Shit's crazy. It's okay. I'm not a dog, but I won't hold you. You know, I won't hold that against you. Just, you know, have a drink, calm down. But no, he's like, yeah, I'm a dog. But look, let's not talk about this right now because the people got enough going on with them. We don't want to freak them out and cause everybody to panic. We'll talk about it later. Yeah, okay, Sam. So, anyway, Vince and the mystery gang, they pop up somewhere where Jason and his girlfriend were going to check out one of the places where the vampires could be nesting, and they're all like, you're not enough. We're going to kill the vampires because they took our family and they killed people, and we're so tough with our 2 guns and sticks or some shit. And Jason was like, yo, like, I'm a cop, I'm the law, this is my job, I'll handle it, y'all go home. They wasn't listening to him. So then his boo thing jumped up Violet, right? I can't remember. Whatever, I'm not going to keep saying that. But she was just like, get the fuck out of here. Like, I will kill you. Whatever stuff I have to say to intimidate you and scare the fuck out of you, get it going. Like, just cut Jason off. Totally, like, balls to the wall. That's it. So, stole Jason's shine, scared everybody away. Jason wasn't very happy about that. Can't take his manhood in front of everybody else. It's not very nice. So, they leave, and then he's like, you know, driving mad, and he's just like, fuck. And, you know, he tells her, like, he pulls over, they get out the car. He's like, yo, like, I've been going down on you all this time. You ain't let me hit it. You know, undermining me in front of everybody or whatever. Like, I'm a man, but I don't feel like a man. Like, what's going on? I got blue balls, blah, 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 whatever. And she like, fuck you gonna do about it? And he like, well, I'm gonna fuck you. You gonna fuck me back. We gonna fuck together. So let's fuck for fuck's sake. Which I just love how he had to keep on saying fuck, 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 fuck. And that was what she was waiting for. So she let him take it. He took it right there on the hood of the car. I mean, you know, we got vampires running around killing people, but there's always time for a little bit of sexing out in the open in the middle of the night, right? Get it in. Yes. Good for you, Jason. Anyway, so let's see. Bill and Andy. I'm like combing my brain, y'all. Bill and Andy, they go to another like abandoned warehouse or whatever, and it does look like there were some vampires nesting there. They had people hanging upside down. Looked like they had been there for a while. Andy was all throwing up and shit. I probably would have just been done. I can't. So it was obvious that they were there at some point, just kind of draining people and killing them. I don't know what I would do in that situation. I just don't know what I would do. That is just, but you know, that's why it's on TV. Okay, let's hope it never happens. Turn me. If I could find a nice vampire, be like, fuck it, turn me, let's go, get my kids too, I'll take care of it, don't worry about it, just get me, hook me up, we good. Okay, hey, I'm just being honest. So and somehow, I don't know, the mystery gang have like a teleportation device or something, because they wound up showing up where Bill and Andy were. I don't know if maybe Bill and Andy went to a place that was right next door to where Jason and Violet were, but they popped up there and they were all talking about killing Bill and stuff, and this is his fault, and they was gonna kill Andy because Andy is in love with the vampires, some shit, and Bill had to tell him, like, Andy ain't even want none of this mixer shit to happen. That's why he wasn't there. So let him go. Andy did pull the old okie doke on everybody, was like, fuck it, I don't like Bill either. Matter of fact, let me shoot his ass, because, you know, he ain't been nothing but a problem for me. And they're like, okay, here, take my gun. You know, so Andy turned the gun on them. Big surprise. Yeah, told them to get their asses on. I don't know how many times people have to do that in one night for you to just fucking say never mind and go home. I wouldn't be walking around with no sticks and no guns and shit. There was like 40 of them motherfuckers just came and killed everybody. What we gonna do with 4 of us? Okay. So anyway, oh, and I forgot to mention Suki and her, or like as much love from KY says, Suki and her Suka tree. Yeah, when she was at Belle Fleur's or whatever after everything happened, I missed the really important part. Oh my gosh. Okay, so after the Hep V vampires left, when their, master or whatever called them away, we hear all of this wailing, this old mama cry, well, oh God, whatever, kind of like my mom did when she found out I was pregnant the first time. Yeah. And they all go walking over like, what's all of this noise? Even though I don't really understand why that would be out of the ordinary, because we did just get attacked by a whole swarm of like diseased, horrible zombie vampires, but whatever. So yeah, the sound stood out. They went to see what it was. It was Letty Mae and her dumb ass sitting in a pool of blood and guts and stuff, talking about they killed my baby, they killed Tara. I got a couple issues with that, and I have heard that I'm not the only one who has noticed this. But number one, Tara's been here ever since the first season. She's a very, 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 very important character. And she was also turned into a vampire by another very, very, very important character, Pam. If Tara was dead, I think that she would deserve a better death than an off-screen one. And while Pam, I'm going to tell you about that later, is off looking for Eric in Morocco or wherever the fuck she is, Bangladesh, Aradesha, Kabarakapaka, she didn't seem to respond to the fact that her only baby is dead, because they can feel it, right? Okay, so, and Letty Mae, I wouldn't trust that heifer any further than I could throw her. Like, that, there's so many things I can say. I wouldn't trust anything she had to say, okay? Because she is about 5 cans short of a 6-pack, okay? So, I don't know. I mean, fuck it. If Tara is dead, the bitch probably killed her herself. But anyway, so, yeah, Suki was, like, reeling from finding out about Tara and all of the swarm and everything that happened. So, when they did go back to Belle Fleur's to collect themselves, this is still early on in the episode, she couldn't buffer her whole, fairy, I can read everybody's thoughts things. And she could hear what everybody was thinking. And everybody was thinking, fuck Suki, this is all her fault. She's a hoe, whatever, I don't like her. She did this for some reason. And even Alcide was like, damn, if she ain't, love these dead motherfuckers so much, and we probably wouldn't be in all of this. So that was a little painful to hear Alcide say, it's your fault. But, and whatever. So she was upset about that. And she decided to do what Suki does. And she went off walking by herself in the middle of the night through the woods. Because that's, of course, the best thing to do when you smell like honey. You're a fairy. And there are a bunch of rabid-ass vampires running around eating people. But then she made it even better, because Alcide kept calling her on her cell phone. So she took the cell phone out of her purse and she threw it. Kept on walking in the dark, in the woods. Throw the cell phone. Keep on walking. I'm a fairy. I smell good. All that. No? Okay. Whatever, Suki. She even tripped and fell over like some dead chick and was like, bitch, move. And got up and kept on going. So, I guess we get stupid sometimes when we're emotional. I don't know, but whatever. So, back to, let me think. Where am I going to go with this now? Pam. Okay, so Pam is like off in, like I said, Bangladesh, Morocco, Rakadakiyashi, whatever place, looking for Eric. I had a problem with the fact that I didn't get to see Eric at all this episode. I want to see him, even if it's an old shot of him. I love me some Eric. Y'all know that. But she's off looking for him. They playing some kind of Russian roulette, vampire Russian roulette or something with wooden bullets and standing in buckets so they don't mess up everything when they turn into a big old pile of mush. And this guy, the only reason I am mentioning this scene is because I love what Pam said. But the guy she's playing against is like, Allah loves me and I've been playing this game and I won 27 times or whatever. Does your God love you or whatever? And Pam is just doing her whole badass, I'm Pam, I don't need anybody but Eric thing that she does. And she's just like, my God hates me or whatever. And he's like, oh, I can see the pain and love in your eyes and your words are empty. And she was just like, how about this? Forgive me if I get it wrong. As far as I'm concerned, my God and your God can go to a motel and have a circle jerk. I'll be in hell having a three-way with the devil. Damn, girl, you just know how to just throw them punches. That was a lovely line, and I probably didn't do it any justice, but whatever. I just love Pam. She's awesome. I can't do Pam, but she's awesome. So yeah, and of course while he's talking all of this stuff, and 28 times now, and I'm so awesome, and Allah loves me, and pop, yeah, he lost. So Pam stepped out of her little bucket and went over to her informant like, all right, I played your little dumbass game. Where's Eric? Where's my maker? I'm sorry, where's my maker? Because, she doesn't talk like all the other bon ton people talk. But anyway, so they send her somewhere. I kind of got up and like went to go get something to drink or go pee or something. I don't know, whatever. But I do know that she went to another guy. He was there with his family or something. She hadn't fed in a long time, and they offered their child. Where is DHS? Because they said that where they are, North Africa or something like that, the children are the only ones with clean blood now. She was like, look, I'm cool. I just need to know where my boo is at. And they gave her a map or something, and she couldn't believe it, but that was where he was. The end. So what else happened? Okay, Jessica and Adeline. So Jessica is outside the house, like, I'll protect you. I'm not gonna let anybody touch you guys. And Adeline's like, hey, Daddy said not to let Jessica in the house, so I'll just talk to her and engage and do all of the things that are skirting around what he told me not to do. She opens the window. She obviously smells good to Jessica. And they're talking, and she's like, I really want to hate you for what you did to my sisters, but I can't. She's sweet, and she's still really, really young and stuff. How children, she's like a grown woman, but, she's hasn't been alive for a very long time. You know how children have that thing where you do something terrible to them, and, they're sad for a moment, but then they forgive you and stuff, because they're just sweet and innocent. So she says that she forgives Jessica, even though she feels like she should hate her, and they kind of talk and start talking about boy talk and stuff, and they're giggling and stuff, and then you hear what is she, and it's this like HV vamp or whatever, or Hep V vamp, and he's like all drooling and nasty and standing there. He could smell Adeline, and Jessica's like, she's mine, which was a little intense. I think she was a little hungry, but she stands out there to protect Adeline, and Adeline's like opening the window and come inside and all this other stuff, and she did get Adeline to drink her blood so she could know where she was at all times to be able to protect her, and have freaky dreams. I'm trying to get me some of that vampire blood. I'm trying to tell you. Anyway, you didn't hear that. So Adeline does drink her blood, and the guy just kind of stands out there forever. The sun is coming up. They're both starting to smoke a little bit. Adeline's worried about Jessica, so she invites her in the house. Jessica doesn't want to come in, and then Adeline to prove her points, to bring it on home, which is all that the HV vamp needed. But Jessica kind of grabbed her and snatched her in the house real quick. Looked like she had a little weak moment where she was like, damn, girl, I want some of that. But then she caught herself and she went up to the attic, where Adeline said it was, no windows and she could be safe. So she's in the house. The Hep V vamp just like catches on fire right outside the door. Love the ambiance. And Andy's gonna obviously not be happy when he comes home. Sookie and Alcide are finally at the house. Alcide's upset with her, like, where have you been? I was looking for you, and you can't be walking off, blah blah blah, you did something wrong, I'm fussing at you. And she did the whole like, dumbass, I can read your thoughts, I know I'm not supposed to, but I can't turn it off right now, and I heard you say that it was my fault. And he's like, but I love you. And she's like, I know that too, I know everything, you don't have to tell me stuff, I can hear it, god damn, I'm going through it, get the fuck out of my face, whatever, shit, and my period's on, I don't know. But, they have their little back and forth or whatever. I mean, I kind of get where Sookie was coming from. It's hard. Like, even if you hear somebody who really cares about you, you overhear them saying some shit, they have a moment, they're angry, and they're just like, fuck, they say something hurtful, but they really do love you, they really do care about you. It's hard to get over the fact that you heard them say whatever the fuck they said, because, but later on they got through it, they got their little naked in the bed and stuff, let me rub up against you or whatever, and we're obviously going to get it in because it's daytime now and we're cool. They got to do that. We had our little Sookie naked scene, so we met our quota for the episode. Also Lafayette, my poor baby, he's just like, he was reeling after the whole vampire attack and stuff, and he was sent home, and James, Jessica's boo thing from the camp, the vamp camp, James was sent with Lafayette to keep him safe. And apparently, James likes to kind of go both ways. Or James 2.0, so we call him, because he's a totally different person now. It's the guy from Heroes, I think. He's kind of cute. But yeah, so they go back to Lafayette's house. Lies like, Lala is like, I gotta get altered with all of this shit that's happening. I need to smoke something, drink something, do whatever. He mentioned, of course, with Tara dying, like, I'm kind of relieved because, I've already mourned her death, the first time. And now it's just kind of like, okay, thank you. So, and James kind of told his backstory, let everybody know that, he likes to dabble with the peen or whatever. And him and Lala kind of had a moment. So, I saw in the preview when Lala was like, why can't I have some happiness? I'm thinking he's talking about James. I don't know. We shall see. Sucks for Jessica, but she gonna be alright. She's a cutie pie and stuff, and she's sweet, so she'll find somebody. But yeah, so they talk about it. They vibe and everything, and Lala gives them something to eat. A little something. After I'm just trying to touch on all the stuff I forgot. Like I said, if I missed anything, just drop it down below. This wasn't really like a crazy, amazing episode for me. It was just like, okay, I guess it's back. It was one of those things where like, okay, it's been a whole year. I really missed you. I'm so happy you're back. And then you come back and it's like, okay, well, it'll get better. It'll get better, right? Yeah, it's gonna get better because it didn't really seem like a premiere. It seemed more like a continuation of the finale. So maybe the next episode will be like more of setting the stage for this season. I don't know. But anyway, after the vampire attack, Letty Mae was hurt. And Willow was like, drink my blood so you can heal or whatever. We all know Letty Mae is a recovered alcoholic. I don't like Letty. I don't like her. She's just one of those people that I know, very, very well, that is just a really shitty person, just really fucked up, and chose, a substance over their child, and spent most of their life being a really fucked up person, and then found God and thought that all was forgotten or all was forgiven. I don't like people like that. Own your shit. Own it. Okay? All that, let me feed you. Let me feed you. Let me nourish you. Like, fuck it. No, I don't want it now. I'm a vampire. Like, I'm unfucking dead. You couldn't do anything when I was alive. Don't try me now. Fuck out of here. I'd have let a vampire have her. I'd have picked her up and tossed her to one so I could get away. That's pretty much where I am with it. But anyway, she drank Will's blood. So she started having visions of Tara, because Tara's not dead. She probably did see Tara. Tara's not dead. Tara was probably outside the window like, Mom, let me in. And she was like, Tara's trapped in between heaven and hell. And it's like, Tara's trapped outside because you won't open the door because she ain't really dead. But I'm not the writer. I don't know. That's what I'm thinking. So she was going crazy, and her husband, the reverend, was like, don't give her any more blood because you know she a crackhead. And Willa didn't feel comfortable going back to their place with all of Tara's stuff because, of course, she's understandably upset about the fact that Tara's not dead. And, you know, she laid down and was just kind of having her, Letty Mae was having her moment. Look, everybody, look at me, give me attention, whatever. And it ends with everybody being in church. It's the morning now. And the Reverend is talking about how, you know, the sun came. It's morning time. It was a really long night, but but morning is here, and Jesus gonna come. No, Sookie shows up, sits behind Letty Mae, you know, puts her hand on her shoulder, trying to like kind of give her some support, offer condolences. Letty Mae is like, bitch, get off me. You ain't supposed to be here. Well, she didn't curse in church, but may as well had. You know, all of this is your fault. And then, of course, everybody starts thinking it, talking about close your legs and all this other stuff, and this is all your fault. Everything is on her. She got up to leave. Alcide was already in the back. That is a sexy piece of man, even with the short haircut. I like the short haircut. He's just really, really sexy. I love how big he is. He's just like big. Like when he had to walk upstairs after talking to Sookie at the house, and he had to crouch all down and stuff because he's just a big old big man. Just hold you and you just disappear. God, I love it. Anyway, so they get ready to leave, and then Sookie, you know, tells them like, yo, I can hear what you're thinking, and at least Letty was woman enough to say it out loud, and I know you blame me, but if anybody knows anything about the vampires, it's me. I know the most out of everybody, so why don't you let me help you fix this? Let me help. And she gives her little speech or whatever, and then it goes off. And I really hate the fact that it always goes off like 8 minutes to the hour or whatever, but it's what they do. I don't know. I could have used an extra couple of minutes, but I guess they just said, fuck it, we barely did anything, so why don't we just cut it off right here. That was my True Blood review. I love you guys. I really, really promise that it's gonna be better next time. Maybe I'll be able to get it up like right after the episode, because my schedule is so crazy right now. My life is so crazy right now. I'm so crazy right now. I'll tell you about that later. That I'm having such a hard time getting time and talk to you guys, and I love you guys. I miss you guys so much. I miss talking to you and everything else. There's so many shows that I wanted to review. I wanted to review Love and Hip Hop. I wanted to review R&B Divas, Atlanta. I wanted to review friggin' Married to Medicine. Like, there were a lot of shows that I wanted to talk about. I even wanted to talk about Supernatural, but I couldn't do anything. I was stuck with so much stuff, and I never had the opportunity. Like, my kids aren't home right now because I got off work early to deal with a traffic ticket, okay? And because the house is empty, by the way, we moved. I got a new house. I got a house. Yay me. Yay. But the house is empty, and I was just like, oh God, like I have a moment. I got out of traffic court and I have some time. I gotta make this video. So I came and did it, but it'll be better in the future. Ask what you want to ask. Yell at me if you want to. I'm so sorry for being gone so long. I am here. I am back. I love you guys. Yes, I did pick up some weight. Anybody call me fat, and I'm coming to your house. But yeah, I'm getting a little chunky. So that's about it. And thanks for watching. I love you guys. I'm gonna do what everybody else does YouTube. Like, comment, and subscribe. No, I'm gonna come up with something. We're gonna work it out. Alright?